topics to debate?
Yeah, let's just go toxic masculinity since we're on the subject.
Okay.
What's so toxic about it?
Well, what do you think toxic masculinity? Because like masculinity is toxic, but like toxic masculinity in itself is.
I don't have a clue. You got to tell me. I want to be educated before I make an opinion.
Toxic masculinity is like adherence to male gender roles and like suppressing feelings of emotion, but also like promoting things like anger and violence.
Well, I would say that doesn't make sense because real men are emotional and listen and cry and all those things, and real men also aren't violent.
Correct.
Only when they need to be.
Yeah.
No, but that's the whole point, right? Is like the toxic part is yeah. So you agree with toxic masculinity being harmful?
No, I just agree that boys are stupid and they often get conflated with men, such as ham.
Do you eat ham?
No.
Wicked.
A lot of turkey and a lot of chicken.
Ham's whack.
Yeah, I hate ham.
So Ham had a lot of conversation yesterday about racial relations, and I'm curious, how have you processed that information, Ham, and have you changed any of your thinking?
Not really. I mean, I'll admit that some of the policies he was mentioning may have linked. Again, I think this is more of a government thing than anything else. I think they play right into the hand of the government with all this race divide because the government knows it's exactly what can keep black people and everyone else divided and down.
I mean, does that mean you don't believe that there's systemic racism?
Well, as far as some of these systematic policies that were in place, I mean, I don't think there's any enact today. If we were to just, I'll admit, if we want to change some policies to just help people, I'm not against it. But I don't think that saying like the systemic systemic racism, I don't think that really helps anybody. It doesn't manifest anywhere other than like blame, guilt, and really nothing helpful. So,
but you understand, like the reason people talk about it is so that we can change it, so that there is an acknowledgement.
Well, again,
of it.
the only cases you seem to bring up are like cops profile black people. That's literally the only example I ever get of like systemic racism.
It's more than that. It's things like sundown towns, the Crown Act.
What's a sundown town? That's where black people can't go out at night? Those really exist?
Yeah, in almost every state.
Wait. Hold on. I live in the state of Maine. I'm trying to think, where could I go right now as a black person I wouldn't be safe? Or where am I not allowed to go?
What state do you live in?
Maine.
Yeah, I'll find you.
There's no black people here, but
I would still say that they exist in most states.
Yeah,
but what is a sundown town though? Like, explain it so I'm not misunderstood.
It's
daddy duties.
POC.
It's what?
It's a place where POC can't go after dark safely.
What do you mean can't go? Like it's a law that says, hey.
It's typically not a law anymore. It used to be a law, but these are towns where it used to be a law, and it's like acceptable despite it.
Well, I mean, a lot of dumb things used to be law, right? I mean, we can nitpick and do all that, but like as long as cops aren't enforcing dumb laws, that's really what matters. I mean, when's the last time a black person was arrested because he was in one of these sundown spots?
That's the point, is so they don't get arrested for being there. They're just still not safe there from like the public in the community.
Oh, so it's just an emotional plea to say that black people aren't safe because there's a random law written in a book one time in a single town.
No, Ham, it's because there's towns that are notorious for
No, it's almost like, imagine if I went to Chicago at like 11:30 at night. I'm in Chicago, right in the heart of Chicago. I'm 11:30. I'm safe. That's not like a sundown town for white people.
So check it. Wait. So check.
I mean, there's no laws or anything written, right? It's just I'm unsafe.
You want to you want to answer, right? You have to actually be quiet long enough to listen to an answer.
Okay,
so you said a sundown town is pretty much based off of a place where emotions, quote unquote, as you say, are into play because of the safety of people in said town, sundown town.
No, I'm saying you're making an emotional plea by saying that. Yeah, because you're not actually citing a law or cases or numbers. You're saying people feel.
If that's the case, then don't you think it's an emotional plea for you to say the same thing in a place like said Chicago, even though it's not ranked top 20 unsafest places?
That was the point. I'm proving the absurdity of the claim you made. That was the whole point of me saying that. Yeah.
But it's not
Yeah.
because your so-called
Okay, well,
unsafe
let me ask, where's the
feelings
blackest,
are. Wait,
where's the blackest town in the United States? No, where am I least unsafe? Where am I least unsafe to go?
You could be unsafe anywhere you go. That's not the
Oh
point.
my God, I can't
That's
even
not the
believe
point.
the fucking denial. I'm safe as a white man in any black neighborhood that I go. Philly, Compton, doesn't matter, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. What a delusional, I swear to God. It's honestly, I've never talked to such dishonest people in my life.
Tell me something, Ham. Have you ever lived the life of a black man before?
Oh, here we go. I've never lived the life of a black man before.
It's a yes or no question. Have you ever lived the life of a black man before?
No, I can't imagine being simple enough to ask a person that question and expect a real answer.
That's not a simple answer. I'm question because I'll tell you something. The fact that you haven't, you would never be able to understand what we go through on a day-to-day basis.
Gotcha.
So that's why you think it's a load of crock versus what's the reality.
Well, again, you're not providing me a solution. All you're saying is white people are inherently racist, and boo, I can't go into some towns without feeling unsafe. Where's the? How do I solve?
I'm a black man. Did you hear me say that?
How do I solve the mystic racism that I sprinkle on me?
Okay,
mystic. How is it mystic?
Well, because I'm a shaman. Apparently, I can go into Compton. I can go into Philly, any part, and just be safe anywhere I go.
50% of Compton.
Even though we literally watched BLM over the summer.
Ham, have you ever? No. Ham, have you ever even been to those cities or those neighborhoods? Have you ever even been there?
Where? Oh, in like poor neighborhood?
Compton. Have you been to Compton?
No, I haven't been to Compton, no.
Then you don't know what you're talking about. You're just listening to rhetoric and think that it's like dangerous.
Give me the most unsafe black neighborhood.
Have you ever been to Philly?
Yes.
You ever been to the neighborhoods that you're talking about in Philly?
Yes.
So you're here to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
so if you go
this is my point. This is my point.
Because I lived. Because I lived, I could have walked through a town and not gotten threatened or feared or beat up or anything like that.
It's not. You just claimed your own statement. You said, "Oh, what about these other bad neighborhoods? This, that, and the third pertaining to black people," but yet you're unscathed.
No, you are assuming I was unscathed. Right? Hold on, no. That's a complete assumption on your end. Hold on, no. It's a complete assumption on your end that one, nothing happened to me when I was in any of those cities. Two, the whole point I brought it up is because you're saying when I go into a city like this, I'm unsafe as a black man and I feel scared. So I said, if that's the emotional plea, right, you can't say that about just the black people. It can happen to any person of color in any proportionate neighborhood. That was the point I'm making. You're really hard at understanding the points I'm making. And you think you keep getting these gotchas and you keep looking like a fool.
First off, I never said anything about being scared. So you look like a fool by trying to put words in my mouth. You didn't hear me say scared.
You're saying black people can't go to neighborhoods because they're what? There's either a law against them going there when you couldn't prove that.
When did I say scared? When did I say scared?
Oh, so you said they're not allowed to go, and then when I asked you to press on that,
I didn't say that either. When did I say that? I didn't say that either.
I'm explaining to you.
I'm not listening to you because you're putting words in my mouth, so I won't answer something that I didn't say.
All right, there we go. Okay.
Ham, you're misrepresenting what he said.
Okay,
That's the problem.
Exactly. Why would I answer something if I didn't say it?
Hold on. We'll go back, and I'll just pretend he didn't say the bullshit he said, and we'll just start over, okay? So that way, it's crystal clear. No. We're going to make it crystal clear this time. That way, there's no confusion, okay? You tell me right now, what is a sundown town, and why is it bad for black people? And I want you to say it so crystal fucking clear, I can't mistake it.
Gotcha. No problem. So first off, a sundown town is a place where not only black people, but particularly black people, it's BIPOC people in general, are not safe enough to go there after dark because hurt, harm, or danger may come to them, or they may be unalive. And because it is a sundown town where typically BIPOC communities stay on the outskirts of and not in the center of for safety purposes, they may not even be found if they are unalive. Or if they are found, some cover-up story would happen saying as to what happened to them. I never said scared or any of that shit. That's why I didn't answer you.
Yep.
Oh, no. So you're saying, but hold on. You're saying they're inherently unsafe. So that in itself is a load of shit. Just to say that someone goes to a neighborhood. No. Just to say that someone goes to a neighborhood as a black person, they're more than likely going to get killed or hurt is such a load of shit. It's so dishonest of a statement.
Those are the same places where they have bars.
Name a single town. Name a single town. Name the worst town in America that's a sundown town right now.
I'll look it up right now. But what I'm saying is those are the same towns that have like bars that are dedicated to like celebrating the unaliving of Black people.
Oh, you mean so hold on? You're talking about idiots in the South at the KKK with like the 3,000 of them that are spread out across the fucking South having like pig roasts in their backyard like idiots. No one cares about these people. They're doing nothing in society. This is such a fucking reach. It's disgusting. It's cowardly and pathetic. You're even bringing it up.
Why do you want to, like, why does it bother you if other people are oppressed?
It bothers me because of the dishonesty, right? The dishonesty behind the whole movement, right? It's basically, I want to be a victim and I want to say white people are bad. And I want to say, basically, they're always going to be bad and there's nothing I can ever do about it. So let's just blame them. And then every time I do something wrong, we'll just blame them.
If you're someone who's not racist, if you're someone who is not racist and not perpetuating these things, then it shouldn't affect you in that way. You shouldn't holler like a hit dog, you know?
Well, no, because nowadays it's cool to be racist. Apparently, I, as a white man, can go anywhere unscathed, and I don't have to fear for my life in any way, shape, or form. In fact, it was assumed that I went to Philly.
Listen, you don't need to.
Hold on. Our friend here said, Ham went to Philly and said, you came out unscathed.
That's the thing, Ham. That's the thing. You don't go places and are in danger because of your skin color. That's
I want to
the
ask you about that. So, Ham, as you're clearly showing your mouth, did you go into Philadelphia and said areas with that mouth?
What do you mean with that mouth?
Did you go around in those areas in Philadelphia talking the shit there like you are now?
Hold on. Talking the shit that we're having a conversation about something you have on the background, she has on the background of a thing. So don't even act like people go into fucking neighborhoods and just start spouting political topics like morons in the street.
Ham sandwich. It's a simple
No, I was visiting a friend in the neighborhood. We went out for some fucking burgers and a beer, you moron. It's like you're assuming so many dumb things by asking this stupid question.
That's why you got your ass whooped.
Oh my
that
God.
Mouth is what'll get your ass kicked, Cam.
Honestly, this is where it comes from.
Beer, you said a burger and some beer. Look, you're the type
Cam,
of burger
you have
and some
not
beer
said one
turns
intelligent
into a burger, some
thing. You
fries,
never
and a
have
couple of
sources.
shots.
You never have sources. You don't know what the words POC means.
I don't. Can you tell? Hold on, I'm trying to listen to why so sweet talk. Hey, can you stop blabbing for a minute? All right,
and then
the
you're
white
going to
people
get
are
your
talking.
ass
All right,
like how you did.
Oh my God!
Oh, there it is. The threats of physical violence from the simpletons.
I didn't threaten you. That's what happens when you run your mouth and not listen. I didn't threaten you at all.
But listen, Ham.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know why you insist on telling people they're unintelligent when you don't even know basic words and you never come with a statistic from anywhere. Like you have zero sources, zero shirts apparently, and then also you didn't even know what POC means. Like how do you think you're an expert on any of these topics?
What do you mean I don't know what POC means? Why would you say that?
You just learned last night. I watched it on your live, you dingle.
No, I didn't. What are you talking about?
Oh my God. Everybody said let a POC in. Let a POC in. And you said what's a POC?
No.
Who's a POC?
It said, no. It said let in POC. No, it said let in POC. It was they said let in
people of color.
No, again, I misread it as a username. Again, I misread it as a username, you dipshit.
Sure you did.
Oh, there it is. Sure. I'm dishonest, and now I'm proven to be a dipshit, so I'm going to say
Can you cite some sources, Ham? Can you cite some sources
what did I give
for any of the claims you have?
What number did I state? What did I give as a fact?
Where are white people unsafe? Cite a source.
No. You made the claim that black people were unsafe. I said, give me the most unsafe
you made a claim that
town.
white people are unsafe, so cite a source.
No, oh my fucking God.
Yeah, you won't, because you don't have any sources, just like you don't have any shirts.
Again, you're assuming that there's a source that specifically somehow studies quantifiably where people are and aren't safe. That is such a fucking dumb thing to assume.
There is such a thing, you absolute goon.
Why don't you find it? Tell me where it is. Where is it? Where is it and what it's called? Where is it and what's it called?
It's on the FBI website, for one.
So the FBI website now tells you where you're safe and where you're not safe? Go ahead, pull it up. I'll wait for you. I'll go ahead and wait for you. Go ahead, why so sweet? Pull it up. You're so confident, aren't you?
Yeah, we're
Don't lose that energy. Don't lose that energy, Why So Sweet? You
Ham,
said it was there. You said it
Ham,
was real. Now
I
go
know
find
you
it.
think you're bullying me right now, but
No,
you're really
I'm
just
not.
showing your
I'm
ass.
proving the dumb words that come out of your worthless mouth, and you don't like it because
Ooh.
everything you say is dumb. I just proved that it was
So,
dumb.
Ham, let
You
me ask
won't
you
find
something.
the
Let me ask
stat.
you something,
You
Ham.
won't find
Let me
anything
ask you
because it
something, Ham.
doesn't exist, and you're a dumb
So
person.
let me ask you something.
No.
Let me ask you something, Ham. Let me ask
What's
you
up?
something.
Yes.
Why is it that when you're so heated in a debate or any other sort, you have to revert to name calling versus just using logical and respectable words?
Oh, because, again, I don't do anything of the sort unless someone just goes out of their way to be dishonest and stupid.
You literally called
now hold
me
on,
a moron.
hold on,
You called
I'm
me. No,
answering.
don't shush me.
You know,
Don't
it's like,
shush
well,
me.
you
You got
wanted
me
to answer
fucked
the
up,
question,
dude.
and then you blabbed your
You
giant
called
lips.
me a
Like, why?
moron. You called
Why?
Wiso an idiot. Why are you resorting to
Why do you talk
disrespectful
when you have
words?
to? Imagine asking a question, then just like not shutting the hell up after you ask it. Imagine that. For like 10
Imagine me
seconds.
shutting the hell up when an
Imagine letting
envelope here
someone
tells me to
finish
shut
their
up. Are you
question before
dumb?
you start talking.
Are you dumb?
Oh my
Are you
God.
dumb?
Why?
And I
still
really don't
waiting.
even care if I get
Where's
banned at
the
this point
sundown
because I
town?
hate you. I
Hold on.
honestly hate you.
Where's the worst
Are
sundown
you
town?
dumb?
No one's answered it. Yeah, you're not looking. Yeah, look it up. You won't tell me where it is. Come on. How long does it take to look it up?
Is it possible for you to just like have an actual like genuine conversation, or do you just like yell?
You can't.
No,
He's a
no,
dickhead.
because here's the
You
thing.
can't. He's a dickhead.
I get insulted and then told I don't have stats and figures. Then they before even hold on, let me finish. Before even any of that took place, right? You made the absurd claim that sundown towns exist and they're somehow exclusive to black people because only black people can be unsafe anywhere in the country. So I'm saying, find me the worst one. Find me the worst one. Find me the worst one and show me the stats right now. I'll wait. I will wait patiently.
Harrison, it's already in the chat. Harrison, is that Arkansas?
You're in. I don't know. You're in Maine, right? That's what you said.
Yeah, we're looking for the
Sure.
in America.
Yeah, I want to know the worst one in America.
The whole point is like
I don't even.
things like
Well,
that.
you said every state has one. Then I showed you the absurdity, like my state doesn't have one, and now you're trying to find one in general.
State is a fucking sundown town, bro.
Oh, it is that.
Is there? It's all
I don't even know the.
rich white people.
Oh my
That's
God! There's literally BLM flags outside my house. You dipshit! Oh my God!
I don't even know the worst because it doesn't matter when I live it wherever I go.
Oh, there it is.
So
I
the
don't
worst
matter.
doesn't even
I
matter
just get
to
to say things that aren't true and then just pretend to be a victim all the time until I'm called out.
Who's
You
You would
proclaiming to be a
never
victim?
say that to his face, Ham. You would
Oh my
never.
God! Listen, listen,
who's
I don't
proclaiming to be a
care
victim?
who anybody is. Listen, I love when it always gets to the point where it devolves to like, oh, you wouldn't say that because he's so tough.
I just don't think you would because you'd get your ass kicked by a lot of people.
Okay, yeah,
often.
sure, whatever you say. Why so sweet?
No, hold on. You think that you're what? So smart that you just know everything that's going on and what like the majority of other
Nope.
people actually understand
Nope.
what's going on?
No,
Okay.
I just know when people spit out a bunch of bullshit, and I easily disproved every fucking word that came all three of your mouths.
You did easily disprove
Yes,
coming
I
from-
did. I showed the
this coming
absurdity in
from-
everything you said.
You did some name calling and some yelling, like
That's it.
But you didn't actually have like a good faith debate.
The only thing that's whooping my
it.
ass is this dude's receding hairline. Okay.
Fuck up for 1 minute. If
All right.
you
But you're like what? 5'5",
if you don't
5'11".
true in a debate,
5'11"?
you're supposed to debunk something in a debate. You're not just supposed to like yell a name call.
All right. How about this? Instead of me
It's
debunking,
a
why
great
don't you just
matchup,
prove
by the way. I'm
something?
5'11" too.
Nice.
I'm 5'11" also. That's a great matchup. 200 pounds. But I digress.
Same.
So yeah,
I'm
where
200 pounds.
are your shirts? Where are your shirts though? Like, do you have shirts? Like,
Of course, I have shirts.
oh, okay.
Is that a real
I
question? Like,
digress.
see, that's what I'm saying. You're
I
trying to
digress.
be funny, and you're just not. It's like it's kind of embarrassing at this point.
And
I mean,
you're trying-
you not
you're
wearing a
trying to
shirt
be
ever is
overpowering, and
embarrassing.
you're
And by the
not-
way,
you never have on a
don't try
shirt, my
to.
guy.
By the way, don't pretend
You
you're 200
never have on a
pounds.
shirt.
Like let's not pretend you're
Don't
200
pretend
pounds. All
I'm
right?
200 pounds.
Let's not pretend you're 200
Pretend?
pounds either. Yeah, let's not pretend.
Pretend? Oh, okay. Cool.
Now,
Get this scale up.
Chardock
Get this scale.
is in the requests, and I guarantee he'll be more malleable and nicer to a white man than any woman or person of color.
Hey, why so sweet? Will you admit that men built the entire free society in the world in which you live, including to give you all the freedoms and luxuries that you have?
Men
What freedoms do I have, Ham?
I hate most men.
I know you do, because most men hate you.
That's not true.
Most men do not
Actually,
hate-
that's not even true.
That's not true.
No.
I love Sandie.
You're here, aren't you? You followed
Just
me
saying.
back on every account you have, Ham. You must not hate me
Wait,
too
do you
much,
think I came
babe.
here because of you? No. I have a whole list of just
Sure.
randos. I hop from channel to channel.
Mm-hmm. Okay, babe.
Yeah, we know.
Whatever you say, babe.
I just can't imagine thinking that you actually believe that I think you're special.
Why would I care if Ham Sandwich
Well,
thought
no,
I
you
was
made
special?
I know you made the claim though. I'm just wondering, do you actually believe it?
Spam sandwich.
Right?
Mystery meat.
Yeah, I know you know all about spam.
Yeah, I'm Phil.
Actually, I don't.
Hey, go ahead, just put that camera on for us and get the scale out. Show us, Mr. 200.
So I'm going to
Get
let
the scale. Why
Tardoc
do I need
in,
the
and we'll
scale?
see the difference, okay? We'll see the difference.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why do I need
Because
the scale?
everyone knows what I look like. I'm 5'11", 200, and everyone knows it. But this guy says he's 5'11", 200. Let's see it.
I am.
Hey,
Let's see it. Why don't you just show us your body?
You want to see my
I
body?
just want to know, are we?
Yeah, I want to see
I'm
your
flattered, but
200-pound
no, thank
body.
you. I'm flattered, but no, thank you.
Oh
No,
my
thank you,
God,
man.
the
That's
fat
so
man
sweet of you. I like
objects.
that. Thank
The
you.
fat man objects.
Thank you.
I love when obese people get scared. Hey, what's up? What's up, Chardock?
Obese?
Hey, so
That's weird, bro.
I kind of came in the middle of this, and I apologize. Give me a moment. I'm going to switch headsets because there's a lot of wind noise in here, and my other headset is better at this. So
You're just
Yes, sir.
talk amongst yourselves
not even-
because I also have to throw up. So I'll be right back.
No problem. Spam tends to do that.
don't diss spam like that.
Who?
Spam. You drink brisket, Cam?
What's that?
I think it should be good now. Can everybody hear me?
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
You like brisk iced tea?
Oh, do I like iced tea? That's not bad. I don't drink it much, but yeah, it's not bad.
So ham sandwich.
I'm gonna do this just for you, Spam. I'm gonna do this because you, for whatever reason, don't believe me.
Yes.
And you want to see
Yes,
my body.
give
I'm
in to the
flattered.
vanity.
I'm a heterosexual.
Yes.
I'm a cis hetero man,
Yes.
but I'm gonna do it just for you.
Don't play into the fucking bruh.
I love it. My man, 200 pounds. And you look about 5'11". Thank you. You've made the ham feel
You are
better.
So welcome, Spam. I know people tend to get fascinated with me, but thank you.
What a weird day.
What's up, Bart? What's up, Chardock?
So, I really want to one of your points. I kind of came in on sort of 2/3 of the way through this, and
Sure.
there was a moment where you kind of indicated that, gosh, do you enjoy the freedoms that men created, men built in this world for you? That feel free to correct me if I'm taking away the wrong message.
Oh, yeah. So I was speaking. Yeah, it's about the women thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was more of a joke, but it's kind of serious. It's one of those things for shock value.
No, see, when you say it was a joke, but it was also kind of serious, you mean it was serious. You actually thought what you were saying.
No, I do. I'm just saying, I brought it up as a joke. It's kind of like shock value to be funny. But, I do think that's true. Yeah. I was just trying to explain my position before I came out. I wasn't, actually caring about any of that stuff. But
Wow. Can I ask you a question? Why is this weekend important?
Why is this weekend important?
Yeah. Do you have kids?
Nope.
You don't have kids? Do you have a dad?
Ooh, that's a shocker.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Do
God.
you have a dad? Why
Yeah,
is
I got
this
a dad,
weekend
yep.
important? What are you going to do this weekend?
Celebrate Father's Day.
Oh yeah, that's
I
interesting.
mean, I'm assuming that's what's this weekend, right? Isn't Father's Day tomorrow?
What else is tomorrow?
So, what else is tomorrow?
I don't know. Probably some other holiday. I'm not
Clearly.
remembering.
What's today?
Wow.
Juneteenth.
What's
Wow.
that?
Juneteenth is tomorrow. What's today?
Today, what are we in, the 18th, 19th? I don't know.
Tomorrow's really
Yeah, tomorrow is one of the most important days in American history.
Nice. Tell me about it.
It marks the day that the last of the slaves that we kept in this country were delivered the message that, hey, by the way, turns out 2 years ago, you were free, but we only just now got around to telling you, sorry about that. Anyway,
Nice.
we're out. Peace.
Oh, well, there you go. That's exciting.
But
You do
the
know
thing
the
is that
emancipation, right? The I'm sorry, Charter. I didn't want to cut you off. I just want to make sure that Ham gets this. You do know the Emancipation Proclamation? The Emancipation?
Yeah, something like free black people, Abe Lincoln, something like that.
oh boy, you know what?
Abe
You know
Lincoln,
what?
But emancipation,
Oh.
yes. That's tomorrow. That's Juneteenth.
Okay. Well, this is
So that's what
exciting,
Charter
then,
was
right? I don't know
getting
what's the problem with any of this.
The problem
Nothing.
is that
that's what Charter was getting at. Sorry about that, Charter.
yeah, no, it's okay. I wanted to, gosh, I guess I kind of wanted to highlight the fact that you're coming at a lot of issues with this myopic point of view. Where like, yeah, hey, guess what? Men created this world where women can enjoy the freedom to tell some men to go F themselves and do this, that, and the other thing. Well, have you ever stopped to think about, like, if women in the past were given equal, let's say, standing to men, what would our world look
Men
like
gave them
today?
that too. That was all the only point I'm making. Men gave them equal standing. So like,
No, men forced them
no,
into
we did.
subservience.
No, we did. If there were
No,
no men
dude.
that thought women were equal to men, then there would be no equality in women. But there is. You notice how like there's equality everywhere we look.
we don't.
It's like when those times people have revisionist history, right? And they're like, nobody cares about the 160,000 like white people that died to free black people. It's just like all white people suck all the time.
We don't have.
Well, guess what? As it turns out, white people as a whole, we kind of still suck.
No, we
And
don't. And that's your white fragility. I'm sorry. I'm not going to listen to your white guilt bullshit.
No,
right?
dude,
And
do
allow
not-
the
do not
racism
say-
against
you
white
know
people
what?
to continue because it's
Oh.
popular.
Hey, let me tell you
Listen,
something.
I believe in
buddy.
racism is like unpopular no matter who's doing it. You know what I mean? Like if white people are being racist, not cool. Black people are being racist against white people, not cool. White people being racist against white people, definitely not cool. I know. I'm just like,
Do you
it's
know the
crazy for
difference
equality for
between
everyone. I know,
racism
right?
and
Like,
prejudice?
I'm just
Do
all
you know
about
the
like
difference
skin.
between
The
racism
color of
and
your skin
prejudice,
doesn't
Ham?
matter. No discrimination,
Do you know
all
the-
that shit.
Hey, Ham,
I know.
hey,
Crazy
Ham,
stuff to
Ham.
consider.
Ham, do you
Yeah.
know the difference between racism and prejudice?
Racism and no. Please tell me. I want to know. I want to hear it from you. Actually.
You said you don't know the difference.
Yeah, I know. I don't know the difference. I want to hear it from you so I'm educated. Yeah, I'm just going to make it simple for you. Go ahead.
Prejudice is the dislike or disdain for a person not based off the color of their skin, just a person. Racism, in fact, is the absolute same as prejudice, but against a certain
discrimination based on the color of someone's
What?
skin. That's what it is. Racism is discrimination based on the color of somebody's skin. It means if I
I'll
say
let you
you
finish.
can't. It means if
I'll
I
let
say
you finish.
you
Even though you
can't come
asked
into
me,
my
that's
restaurant.
an oxymoron. That's an oxymoron. You asked me, but I'll let you finish. Continue.
No, I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm mistaken on the
No.
definition
Your
of
mouth got
racism.
diarrhea. Your mouth got diarrhea, and you clearly answered what you asked me, so you finish. Clearly,
That was
you know what
finished.
the
That was
difference
it.
is.
That was it.
No,
I
you're
was
not
finished.
finished. You're not
If I'm
finished
wrong,
because
go
you
ahead,
cut.
correct me.
No, you're not finished.
If I'm
You're
wrong,
not finished
correct
because
me.
you cut me off.
If I'm wrong,
You-
correct me.
Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Now, racism is that same prejudice plus the power to oppress another group, a minority group.
So not the definition of racism. You just kind of brought one up in your head.
Minority group. White
got
people
you.
like yourself are not a minority in America. You're the
Oh.
majority. So we
I see.
cannot oppress you in any minority group, even with prejudice. We can dislike you, which I absolutely dislike you with a passion. But I cannot, as a whole, as a group of people, oppress you because we don't have that power.
So you dislike me because I'm white?
That's something that the baking soda
So you
brings.
No,
dislike me
dude,
because
we
I'm
dislike
white, or
you
just
because
because
you're
I'm
a
me?
fucking asshole.
I dislike you because you're a dickhead.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with my
color of
race
your
then.
skin.
That's fine. As long as it has
No, it
nothing to do
doesn't.
with my race, then that's fine.
It doesn't.
It does.
It
That's
doesn't.
great.
I
Good.
dislike you because you're a dickhead.
Perfect. I'm
Like,
happy about that.
The host's fiance, he's a white guy like you. I love him to life. I just don't like you.
That's great. That is a good thing. Racism is bad. If you were to say I hate you because you're white, that would be bad. I don't have a problem that you hate me because I'm a dick. That's totally acceptable, and I support that and would defend your right to do that.
You know what?
Yeah, you're a dick. You're a dickhead, but you also have internalized racism within you.
I have internalized.
But I don't like you because you're a dickhead.
Oh yeah,
there it is. I have internalized racism. Yeah, we'll go with that.
No,
you do because, and listen, what you call white fragility is not white fragility. It is
someone's hurt.
Having the excuse me
virtue.
So because I have the ability to be introspective, take a step back, look at my actions, and say, "Yeah, that's wrong."
What are your actions?
And
what are
recognizing
your actions? No. What are your actions?
Can I finish, or are you? Just
I want to know what you specifically. I want to know. I'm going to cut you off because I want to know what you've done. What are your actions that have supported white supremacy? Go ahead, tell me how terrible you've been as a white man. Well, you said my actions, so I'm waiting for you to explain. Or unless that's not what you meant, you want to change that to something else. Maybe be more specific.
I'm going to mute. I'm going to mute because the host also want to speak. So.
Oh no, I'm just letting Chardic do his thing. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just waiting.
Inaction.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
So I'm gonna tell you a little story. So I came into this live about a week ago, and I said, "Hey, here's my journey to recognizing that white privilege exists," and it was the most ridiculously inane story. And everybody in here was like, "Yes, so." And it caused me to take a step back and say, "You know what? That's how privileged I am."
Let's hear it. What's the story? I want to hear it.
No, you don't, and I don't want to.
I want to hear the story. I really do. I swear. I really, honestly want to hear the story.
No, you don't want to hear it because you're a. Oh boy, you don't even know who Tom Likas is, do you? Ever heard of Tom Likas?
I really want to know the story. Please, I'm genuinely asking you to tell it to me. It's going to prove your point, so I really want to know it.
Just tell him.
I grew up an Army brat, and I'm a veteran. So I, in my entire life, have always been surrounded by diversity, cultural, race, religion, etc., etc. Several years ago, I went up north to a place north of Chicago. I went to a very large mall. While I was in that mall, I was surrounded by a sea of white people and felt supremely uncomfortable because this is not the America that I know. This is not how things are supposed to be. America is multicultural. We are a melting pot. So I brought that in here and said, hey, that's my story of recognizing kind of like, oh my gosh, I need to take a step back and kind of realize what.
Okay, I don't think I heard you correctly. You went to the mall and you're in some part of Chicago. And what was the problem while you were in the mall?
I was surrounded by a sea of white people. And that's the reaction I expected because you are literally trying to be Howard Stern.
Hold on. There's no way you just said white supremacy has taken form in the fact that I went to a mall and there were white people.
Hey, homeboy, did I say any fucking thing about white supremacy, dickhead?
I'm sorry, white privilege then? I mean, privilege, right?
It opened my eyes because
white people existed and they went to a mall. And that's that's like the white privilege taking over America.
Let me ask you this. Hey, let me ask you this. Why do you think that mall was filled with nothing but white people near Chicago? Think about that for a second.
Yeah, dude. It was probably in a different part of Chicago. I don't know, what part of Chicago was it in? There's plenty of parts of Chicago that strictly have white people.
Hey, have you ever heard of the Great White Flight?
My best friend lives in Chicago. He makes like $170,000 a year.
Oh, there it is. I knew it. You have a fucking rich white friend. Hey, tell me about where he lives in Chicago. Tell me how white it is.
No, that was my point I'm trying to make. There are plenty of places. Chicago's a giant fucking place. Tons of people with just white people. Tons of places with just white people. Tons of places with black people. Like, what are you trying to prove? And why do you think I'm not making a good point?
Ham, that is a good point, because why is there any place where it's only white people?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking Ham.
No.
Why is there any place with only white people?
Why don't you look up the Great White Flight?
I just imagine me going to fucking China and then saying, I went to a mall today and there was no white people.
Well, this isn't China.
Hey, asshole. Hey, asshole.
This isn't China.
China doesn't have an Ellis Island equivalent. China is not known as a melting pot.
Hold on. That is a great point, because when you go to China, you might be surrounded with mostly Chinese people. That is a great point. But who's indigenous to America? Not
Who's
fucking
what?
white people.
What's funny is, though, that like every single civilization in all of human history was built by slaughtering and massacring the civilization that previously was there. That includes all those Indian tribes that massacred, raped, and slaughtered all those other Indian tribes that stake claim in America.
Hey, don't refer to them as that. Don't refer to them as that.
Stop it. Listen.
Don't refer to them as that.
You know what's funny is like actual Indians and Native Americans don't give a shit. It's weird, guilty people like yourself who want to be virtuous.
Okay, so from now on, I'm going to address you as white ham racist.
You want to bolster yourself.
I'm going to address you as ham racist.
So virtuous and so caring.
I'm going to address you as ham racist.
You need to know, my goodness. Pathetic.
I'm just going to address you as ham racist.
But the whole thing is you don't feel like overly good person or whatever you're saying. But like, not being a piece of shit is not that hard.
Yeah, not lying either isn't that hard. So that's all I've heard since I came in. This idiot was just saying white privilege takes fucking form in the fact that I went to a mall and there's white people.
Yeah,
it's some of the
no ham sandwich. Being able.
What do you want? 50% representation in all fucking malls?
Being able to be surrounded by your own race in the comfort of that and not having to be exposed to things like racism is a fucking...
What? Guess what? No one gives a shit about race or who they're surrounded by. It's weak,
guess what?
Guess what, asshole?
Like you totally give a shit about that.
Weak, fragile people such as Chardok and this guy up here. And you are the only people who go to a mall and think, man, my color of my skin is really going to get me down today in this mall. Everyone goes to shop and spend money except for you.
No,
you go there to be a victim.
Okay. Can I just please? Yes, please, Sandie, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So you think it was okay that when I was a kid, all of the white kids that I went to school with were like making fun of me for having an accent, for being an immigrant, for eating different food? You don't think that like teaching people about racism would teach them to be more accepting rather than being pieces of shit like that? How does that make me weak?
We're taught about racism all the time. We know it's bad. Like, what do you mean? Find me a person who agrees that like being racist is good.
Okay, so why would we ignore it, and why wouldn't we teach about it so that people can learn about it? And
we do teach about it. What are you saying? All you're saying is like, we need to go tell everyone white privilege exists. And I'm like, how so? And you're like, well, I go to a mall and like, there's a bunch of white people. And like, although you don't know what it's like to be black, like, give me a fucking break.
Dude, can I just say...
I just gotta say, you're one of the most pathetic males I've ever had the displeasure of talking to. Like, the weakness offends me. That's just like, it's just seeping off of you.
Okay. I mean, well, I hope you absorb a little bit of that, and then you just take that and shove it directly up your ass. But
I won't.
That said,
I don't do those things.
My whole
it looks like a you thing. Who's in your profile picture? Is that your boyfriend?
Yeah, it absolutely is.
What the fuck are you trying to say, Ham? What are you trying to say, racist Ham?
What are you trying?
What are you trying to say? Even if that was, let's go off the premise. Let's go off the premise of if that was his boyfriend. What are you trying to say? You get what I'm saying? It's dickheads like ham racist sandwich that I don't fuck with.
So for the people in the chat, the whole point was, my entire life I was surrounded by not just one thing, and then eventually I got to a place where I was surrounded by just one thing, and I felt supremely uncomfortable. Is it a ridiculous story? Absolutely it was. And everybody here took me to task on it. Rightly so. And that helped me to recognize that, like, the worst part of my life, my experience as a white person was, oh no, I'm surrounded by a bunch of white people. That's very uncomfortable. When other people are being beaten and killed in the streets and they're being discriminated against based on their color, and there's redlining, and there's all of these things, and like now, like here's my story, my pitiful little white guy story. When people are fighting for their lives like every day, it's like it's not white fragility. It's introspection.
Somebody blocked him.
I don't know
wish
who
he
blocked
wasn't
him.
blocked. I'd like to get a couple words at that racist piece of. Never mind.
Yeah, who
I
blocked?
thought he left. I didn't know he was blocked.
Who blocked him? No, he didn't get reported. Yeah, I'm sad Joe didn't get.
Yeah,
blocked.
I was pulling up stats and
Wasn't
stuff.
me either.
I didn't
It
block
doesn't
him.
really matter. He doesn't follow me. I can't invite him back. No, he didn't get banned.
If you want, I'll bounce. That's
I was curious how long you lived in Maine, because Maine is like quickly becoming a hub for white supremacists anyways.
That's what I was saying. Your whole state is a fucking sundown town.
Maine has the lowest percentage of African Americans or POC in general in the entire continental US.
I literally said that.
Yeah, that's very true.
The whitest state.
I literally said that.
It's not necessarily the most racist state, but it is objectively the whitest state.
I mean, but it
And I
is
will also
ham
say-
racist sandwich, so he wouldn't know that. That's his name from now on. I don't care how many times he comes. His name is Ham Racist Sandwich.
Well, my point was I was curious how recently he moved there. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder why he moved there. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Well, that's
Right.
like, did you move there in the last 5 years? Because if so, like, I have like questions. But
I think why so
Think it's stupid. I'm like, yeah, probably, but you should tell me anyways. It's like,
he
well,
sounds
I went to
nice.
this. It's like I went to this mall in Chicago, and I looked around, and I was surrounded by white people, and I thought, oh my god, I had to take a step back and look at my privilege. I was like, you just said you went to a fucking mall and saw white people, and that's your experience and your trauma with white privilege.
Wow, how
Like,
traumatizing.
I just literally let them all have it. I'm like, you're
I
all
don't know.
fucking.
Dude, like, I don't know how some of these people like get dressed in the morning. Like, that's just like that's not a rational concern.
It's like it's unreal. Of course, I mean, I went over. I was the man, made some cash. I don't know if it was me. I don't know if it was for me or not, but somebody made some money.
Wow.
That's how I do it. I go everywhere. I get the views up. I get the money up. People want the hand.
I can't wrap my head around that type of thinking. I mean, it's living in fear. Like, that's not and second guessing everything you do and everywhere you are. That's not normal.
Oh yeah, I made sure to tell him. I was like, you are one of the weakest men that I've ever met. I had the displeasure of talking to. I was like, you're weak. Your fragility is pouring off of you, and it offends me.
Yeah.
Galen Marie.
I feel like
They're all talking about. What's that?
You're like, I feel like I have to shower.
Oh, seriously. Like, oh my fucking God. I just couldn't believe some of the things they were saying. I'm just like, what? They're like talking about sundown towns. And they're like, oh, there's towns where laws are. I was like, where black people aren't allowed to go out at night. I'm like, hold the fuck up. I was like, and then,
Really?
and then before they said that, they said that they're in every state. They're asking if you'll come back over. I got blocked by the host, so I can't come back over, Travis. If you want to let them know, just want to let everyone know in there, if the host unblocks me like the coward she is, I'll come back. But if, it's no surprise they're asking for the hand because they're tired of listening to them fucking dumbasses talk their bullshit. They want someone to come in there and tell the fucking truth. Oh, she unblocked me? Oh, that's a fucking riot. Iris, you want to follow me back over there?
Oh shit, this will be fun.
All right, yeah, I'll tell her I'll be over right in just 2 seconds. Can you give me the name again so Iris can follow?
Or just
Type the
go
name.
there. Are you keeping this one? I'll just go wherever it is you go over there.
Oh,
Especially shit you don't like it, don't listen. Why you waste time just to come in on?
all right.
Especially
is live right now bitching about you guys. I can share it with him still because he didn't block me or anything. He doesn't block anyone. So we can do that. But yeah, he's over there ha-ha-haing right now about how he owned you. So is he coming back, Travis? And yes, everybody who wants to know, his at is ham sandwich 207. So if that's who you're looking for, he's got like 5 of them.
Yeah, see, this is why we don't block people in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. But if he's coming back, I'll definitely jump out. I know other people would probably like to have a chance to see how he acts, but please, everyone.
He ended his live to come back. That's funny.
You guys pay attention. He will speak to white people much differently than he speaks to women and people of color.
Naturally.
So, yeah.
Oh, I'd love to talk to this boy.
All right, I'm out.
Thanks, Waso. But yeah, he definitely doesn't listen to shit. He just tries to overrun the conversation and yells and talks all types of shit, and that's what he does.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I ain't say shit yet. You know what I mean?
And people, that's what we mean by your
You don't like.
There we go. Hey, yeah, we told our mods not to block people who are
It
talking.
happens. The viewership goes down, the tips stop coming in, and everyone suddenly wants the great one back in. I don't blame you one bit. As long as you now apologize for your indiscretions and being a pathetic coward, silencer, tyrant, I will forgive, because Ham is a kind god.
Nah, I mean, we can not go without a name calling and every other thing. One of our mods blocked you because they were tired of whatever it was.
One of my mods blocked you.
Yeah. No block button on you. I could give a fuck.
What's that?
I said I didn't hit the block button on you. I couldn't give a fuck.
No, I know. It's always the weak ones that do. I didn't. You know.
Point is,
and then every time you say it's a host, they hide behind one of their moderators. You know, it's like it is what it is. But clearly, the people have spoken. Your content has allowed me to be on here, and your people agree with it. So let's continue the conversation. Merluke, what do you got for me?
I assure you, nobody in here agrees with you. But yeah, no, I figured we would pick up wherever the fuck it was that we left off, right?
Yeah, so last time I checked, white privilege taking root in this in America was basically a mall in Chicago having a lot of white people. And then Mr. at the top here said there was a bunch of sundown towns in every single state. I proved the absurdity of that claim, saying mine didn't have any. And then I offered, hey, find me the one that's the worst right now in America. Still waiting on that answer. So maybe you'll have a better something for me.
Yeah, so first of all,
corrections ham racist sandwich before you start, Joe. Correction ham racist
Oh, now I'm
sandwich.
racist. Now I'm
racist. And you take it as you want. But I did not say every state in America has a sundown town. The whole Sandie said that, and they have the stats for you. So if you're willing to shut up long enough to actually listen to it, then you'll get educated.
I just want to put that flag in the ground, right? You've diluted the word racist to have zero meaning in today's society. Like when I was an actual kid, the worst thing in the world that you could be was a racist.
You're still a kid.
And now today, you're a racist if you walk down the street and you look left by weaklings like you, and it's pathetic.
You're still a kid, but go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, hold on.
That's okay.
We're gonna.
I just feel bad for strong black people who have to put up with people like you.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't really know what that means.
We're gonna have.
But yeah, I mean, so you live in Maine, right?
Yeah.
Whitest state in the entire continental U.S. Like you live in the entire U.S.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I live in Maine. What's your point?
Right. So I'm just asking you if you are aware of that, like that you live in the whitest state in the U.S.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for your point, though.
Right. So there's like 6 sundown towns in Maine, and on top of there being 6 sundown towns,
Maine? Where? No. Are you from Maine?
I'm from Massachusetts.
Okay, so this will be great. What are the towns in Maine that are sundown towns?
Second, I'll pull them up for you.
What?
I said, give me 1 second. I'll pull them up for you.
Sure.
Right. I mean, you've the like influx of white supremacists into Maine in the last like 4 or 5 years, right? I was curious.
I don't care. Listen, I don't care about any of that. I just want to know the sundown towns that are in my beautiful state of Maine, vacation land. Because you know what? I don't like racism in my state, so Give me those towns, and I'm going to make sure to do something about it.
I'm sure you will. What are you planning on doing?
Fixing racism, obviously. But I can't do that unless I have the accurate information, right? I can't just be going off town to town and asking, hey, is this the one? Is this the one? You know, what are the towns? You said there was 6 of them, approximately. Just give me the worst one.
I'm not sure about the worst one, but I'll give them an alphabetical.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe just pick 6 towns and that you feel are racist, and we'll call that the answer.
No, I mean I'm giving you them from like an actual source, but I digress. So
okay, great.
Bidford.
Now, and I just want to be clear, so I don't want to misrepresent anybody's stuff, right? Ham is mid. That's great. It's mids with a Z. You got to put a Z on the end. It's ham is mids. All right, I get it, but
Bidford, Brewer, Fairfield, General, Malaga Island, Milo, Orano, Presque Isle, and Westward.
Hold on. Okay, bro. Like, on the things you just named, like 2 of those have a population that's over like 500 people.
Well, okay.
Are you actually fucking kidding me right now?
No, I'm not actually.
Population doesn't matter
right now. How does that have any?
No. Like, so what makes let's just go with Presque Isle, right? Because I was there about a month ago. What makes Presque Isle a sundown town? Is it the fact there are laws that say blacks can't go out, or is it that when the black people go out in Presque Isle, they're just hunted down by the mobs? I mean, this is actually jokeable. It's laughable because I was literally in this shithole a month ago.
Right.
But I want to hear it.
Presque Isle would be a place that at one point in time had laws in place that if you were not white, that you couldn't be there after dark, right?
Okay. Who gives a shit? There's a lot of laws everywhere, and they're old and outdated, and no one enforces them, and that's the fucking point. You're a weakling for bringing it up.
Sentence him, I was going to tell you that the laws likely in Presque Isle aren't in place anymore, right? But nonetheless, the culture of the place is such that they still adhere to this rule.
No, why? What makes you think that? What are the numbers showing that? Show me the outproportionate numbers of white people conflicting damage and assault on black people in those towns specifically, and then compare those to every other town in Maine, and then I can start a base for the bullshit that's coming out of your mouth. You don't just get to say, this is a fucking town, therefore it's racist. It had these dumb laws a million years ago, and that somehow means it is today. You've never even been to a single fucking town you just named, you moron. And you're going to sit here and tell me white people are going out and just attacking black people in these places. It's a fucking ridiculous statement.
I live 2 states down.
It does. Yeah, it pisses me off, and it's dumb because you're saying shit actually as though it's fact. And it's so far from the fucking truth. Your head is like all the way up your asshole into your fucking throat again.
What? Bro.
Oh, you're funny.
I guess I'm funny because I guess I just like completely dismantled every word you just said.
You literally just yell and name call. That's not.
Yeah, no, I'm still waiting to hear those numbers that I asked for specifically that would prove the base of what he's saying. But he won't give me those, and he doesn't have them, and you can't find them. So that's the point.
Which one did you want? Presque Isle?
You know, hate crimes.
Yeah, whatever one you want to pick.
You told me. Is that the one that you want?
Sure. I don't care. You won't find it.
Hate crimes in Maine have almost doubled from
really
now.
Yeah. What statistic is that?
That was on
from
justice.gov.
Justice.gov. Thank God for them.
Okay, so what source would you believe?
Oh, none. I'm good. I'll believe you.
Okay.
Okay, so hate crimes have increased twofold in Maine in the last right?
Mm-hmm.
And I both are on the same page that we know that there's an influx of white supremacists moving to Maine, right?
Why do we know that again? Where are they coming from?
What? I'm sorry. What? You're asking me where are they coming from?
Well, you said we know that there's an influx of white supremacists coming to Maine.
Traveling there from liberal hellholes, my guy.
They're traveling there from. It is a liberal hellhole here. What are you talking about?
In Maine?
Yes. Mills pays the fucking bills. I guess you can laugh, but I live here. Like, we have Janet Mills as a governor. She's a fucking psychopath. She's literally Pelosi. I mean, yeah, it's crazy the way you talk about Maine as though you know a goddamn thing. I probably know more about the shithole you live in than you know about this place. Since you're citing Presque Isle, of all places, that's a fucking sundown town. Please get anyone else in here from it. Get black people from Maine in this chat so they can tell you you're stupid.
Well, is it not sundown town? Like, what evidence do you have?
Okay. It's not that I need evidence to say this is not a sundown town. You need the evidence showing black people are disproportionately assaulted in this town. No, you didn't. You said some Gov website said that hate crimes have increased in Maine, doubled in the last 10 years. That does not tell me the amount of crimes that happen to black people in Presque Isle by white people, right? In comparison to the rest of the state. That is how you would make the basis for your claim. And the fact that you don't even know that and can't even understand that or comprehend that, it proves that what you're saying is a load of fucking dog shit.
Why would I research just specifically Maine?
Like
because you're making the claim. You made the fucking claim. This was a sundown town, and this is the worst fucking state. Don't even sit there and pretend. I'm mad now because you're a fucking liar, and you fucking got caught, and now you're acting dumb, and you have to smile about it because you're fucking embarrassed.
No, I'm not embarrassed.
I would be too. Yeah, I know. I would do that same dumb face if I didn't have shit to say. That's exactly the face I would make. I would go like this. He gotta prove me wrong in every fucking measurable way.
I was laughing.
I'll wait. No, I'll go ahead. I'll wait for you to say something intelligent.
0.5% white and 0.6% African American. Your entire state has had hate crimes increase 200% in the last 3 years, right?
No. No. I don't agree with that. I just get to the point and answer my question that proves your claim.
Sorry, you're looking for specifically hate crimes for... Yeah,
go ahead. You made the claim. Like, why is it ridiculous of me to ask you for the fucking numbers that prove your shitty claim?
You're picking such a specific town, though. Like, it makes
You brought it up. You fucking he gave 6 examples. He said, pick one. I'll go with another one. Pick your fucking favorite.
You have to give us a sec to look up the stats for Presque Isle.
Yeah, go ahead. Look it up. That's the point. You're not going to fucking find them.
Yeah, we will. Watch.
Okay. I'm happy. I'm waiting.
It's not that hard to figure stuff like that out. Like, and the problem is you haven't looked up any statistics for anything. You just like...
I haven't. And I haven't. The point is, I know you're full of shit, so it doesn't exist.
You don't let...
Listen, I know you can probably find the stats on that. No, listen.
Yeah, keep...
I know you can find the stats on those towns. I don't doubt it. Listen. I know you can probably find the information. I'm not doubting that. I'm pointing out when you do, it will not prove the claim you're making. Okay, well, there you go. Then go ahead and talk about something prematurely, and then I'll wait for your evidence. How about that?
I mean, you have no evidence at all.
I didn't make a fucking claim. You made the fucking claim. Do you know how fucking claims work and evidence is working? No, I'm not calm because I'm dealing with a dipshit, and you're a fucking bloated dipshit who just talks about nonsense. Oh my God. I'm like losing it tonight because like, what is going on? Where is reality? Where are all the smart people in this fucking world?
You're not capable of having like a good faith debate where you actually just like provide any statistics for anything you're saying. Because
I don't need to. I'm not making a claim. You are. Hurry up and provide your fucking stats. I'm getting impatient.
Your claim is that it's not a sundown town.
Listen, you said these 6 towns are sundown towns. I said, which one's the worst one? He said, oh, just pick one. I said, okay, I'll pick Presque Isle. Let's go with that because I know it's a ridiculous claim.
Okay.
Show me the numbers.
If you know, prove it.
There we go. And that's the obfuscation and the deflection that you need. That's what you have to do because I've called you out. So the only position you can take is then to say, well, you prove it. I shouldn't have to prove what I said. You should have to prove me wrong.
Yeah, keep looking. Calm down. Those aren't the faces that I'm making.
No, that's like the fucking thing that's coming out of your brain.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm embarrassing you right now. Why won't you get me the fucking numbers and shut up?
Certainly not embarrassing.
Shut up and get the numbers.
I'm looking them up. You're just rude. You think that you're going to win a debate freaking out at people? You look fucking silly.
Yeah, so what?
Like, you do, though. Like, you
Fine, I'd rather be silly than dishonest and spread a bunch of bullshit about racism that doesn't exist.
It does. So wait, actually, there's a study.
Yeah, coming from the chick who lives in fucking Mass, right? Shut the fuck up.
There's a study in my bio, a meta-analysis, and it actually proves it features 98% of Americans, and it unequivocally proves that racial disparity exists.
It unequivocally proves you. Hey, listen, you college types are the best, honestly. She doesn't live in Mass. I thought what? Well, where does she live? I thought.
I'm from Mass.
He's from
I don't live in Mass.
He's from
currently.
Massachusetts.
Oh, nice. Where are you guys living today?
It doesn't matter.
California. I'm just curious. I'm not being mean. I'm just curious.
It doesn't matter where we live.
I know that's what cowards do. It's fine. I don't care where you live. I'm just saying you're a pathetic coward. That's all. Like, I live in Portland, Maine. What's the problem with answering a simple question? I live in Portland, Maine. What state do you live in?
I'm coward.
Not willing to say what state you're in because you're on TikTok and want to have some sort of virtue. Like that's a coward. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Define sign of virtue.
What?
Define sign of virtue.
You want to go out of your way to boister yourself as some noble person with good inherent morals, right? So you're going to say, I don't need to give racists like him information on where I live. I'm a victim and I'm on TikTok. I can't say those things.
No.
Just say your fucking state. You know what? Every time people like you get on and they're like, what state are you from, right? They're like, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. Like, it's not that I don't want to say that, but like, I want to pretend like I'm special. And I want people to actually think that I'm like standing for something.
Do you always do this? Like, is that your tactic? Or just like for people?
Yes. To make fun of people who are stupid. Yes. Yes. That's my tactic.
Until they get so frustrated with you that they like literally make you leave.
It doesn't matter if you're frustrated or not. You're going to be stupid regardless of what I do. So I'm just going to point out your retardation and show it to the world. That's all.
Ableism. I'm autistic, so you think that just because I'm autistic, I'm not capable of like an actual thought?
No, I just think you're retarded. That's all.
Okay, you realize
not because you're autistic. I just think you're retarded in general, like as a person.
Okay, so define that word then.
Define what word? Retarded?
The R word.
Yeah, like mentally retarded. You're like someone who's like kind of like Down syndrome. You know, like that's a mentally retarded person. So I'm equivalating you with someone who actually has a disease. Like I'm comparing the two of you, and I'm saying you are like this. That's all. And you know what the funny thing is? I love people with Down syndrome. I don't like you. There's a difference.
Okay, why?
But anyways, Mass Boy, did you get those statistics yet? We're still waiting.
So
yeah, I'm looking up hate crimes for Aroostook County.
Why don't you like me? What did I ever do to you?
You're just a dishonest person. That's all.
Why?
In what way?
Why am I dishonest?
I've literally said it every sentence up until now, every time you've been dishonest. So, like, for you to sit here and say why, it's like, fucking watch the live again since the beginning.
Everything
I pointed out everything. Like, what?
Everything that I've said has been absolutely true, though. I just told you I had a meta-analysis in the link in my bio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure, I believe you. That's great.
It features 8% of Americans unequivocally proves that racism exists.
Why does it hold on? Why does it unequivocally prove? What does unequivocally mean, and why does it do that? I know you like definitions and words and like to ask me, so I figured I'd ask you a couple.
Yeah, it leaves without a shred of doubt.
There's no doubt in the study. So like,
there's no doubt. Oh, there's no doubt in this study. Oh, I see. Right, because it was written by some like Berkeley op-ed, right? Like with a group study of like 40 people, right, that they found on campus.
So if you had listened to anything that I said it features 98% of Americans.
Oh, 98%. That's a lot. That's a lot of percent. Out of 100, that's like super close to all of it.
I mean, yeah, good math.
Yes.
That was really
I'm still
good.
waiting. Hold on. I don't care about. I'll accept you're right on all the other things. I just want to know this one town, Presque Isle. I need to know the numbers so that you can support the claim that he made. I'm not even saying you made the claim. His dumbass made the claim. Let's put it on him. Why don't you put him on camera? Stop taking the blame for him.
He's fucking.
Get him over here. Yeah, I know. He's doing the research.
Pull up hate crime statistics for a county of 8,000 people. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I know. It's not a lot of people. So don't forget, you're going to have to show me those statistics showing the disparities between white people assaulting black people, and then show. I guess you could pick the biggest city or another city, or I don't know which ones you're going to compare it to show the baseline, but I'll let you figure that out.
So first off, ham racist sandwich. You wanted to know what the most racist state in America was. He gave it to you, and then you didn't want to accept it. Then you asked about the sundial. Shut the fuck up, dickhead. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. He gave that information to you.
And
then
what
you
was
wouldn't
it?
want to accept it. Then
No,
you
I
asked
do.
him
What was
where
it?
what
What's the
shut
I
the
do want
fuck
to
up.
accept it.
Shut up.
Oh,
Then you
all right.
asked where the
All right.
sundown towns were. He gave you those. You didn't want to accept them. So let's be realistic
No, I
here.
did.
Do you
I picked
actually
one out.
shut
I,
up?
what
Shut
do you
up!
mean?
Shut
Why
up!
do you say?
Shut
Why
up!
do you just say
Shut
I didn't
the
want to
fuck
accept
up.
it?
Shut
We're
up,
actually
dickhead.
going
Shut up.
right now and
You wanted
trying
the
to prove it.
information. You wanted the
Well, I think it's a
information. You
magic
got
coming
it,
in
and now
and
you're
thinking
not.
because you
You're
say shut
not
up like
willing to
me, you
accept the
somehow are
information
right.
because you got low dick energy. That's why. That's
Oh,
why.
that's what it is. Little dick energy. Oh,
You
that's
wanted
smart.
the information.
Well, at least I got
you
a
wanted
good
the
credit
information.
score, so
you
you know
didn't
I'm
want to
doing all right.
accept it. So now what? You're going to keep asking for information, and then when you're getting it, and the sources, you're going to continue to not accept them.
No, I'm still no. She has agreed. We're all still waiting. No. We're all still waiting on the information.
Don't shush me, dickhead.
We're
That's
all
idiocracy.
still waiting. Well,
Why
listen,
ask the question if you don't want the answer? That's idiocracy.
I do want the answer. He is getting the information to the question I asked on the
So why
claim
did you
that he
tell them
made.
that he's lying earlier when he gave you the information about the most racist state in America and the sundown towns in that state? Why did you try to de facto that?
What state did he give me? And anything that I denied?
He just told you Maine, dickhead. Then he gave you the states.
Because
he gave you the towns in the state.
Shut your dumb ass up and let me speak.
No, you shut your dumb ass up, little dick man.
I definitely
racist piece of shit. Yeah, I'm on one now. I'm on one now. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Your mom didn't love you. Good luck with your dad. I can understand. I can understand. I can understand the little dick energy, but try to get over yourself. Try to get over yourself.
I'll answer your dumb easy question, right? Because it's not a hard question. I dismissed the fact that Maine was a sundown town simply because people are disproportionately fucking harmed against by white people.
You dismissed anything that doesn't go with your racist ass narrative.
Listen, I'm finishing the answer.
There's
Hold
a
on. I know this is hard. Hold on.
Shush your mom.
You gotta let
Shush your mom.
You gotta
Go
let the
suck
whole
your mother.
thought get through. I know. Hold on.
Can I say something?
I disagree with the fact that because laws exist a long time ago, like they do in all kinds of states, I can pull up any dumb law from any dumb state. But to suggest as though because laws exist and they haven't been rewritten, that somehow cops enforce those laws and that it's an actual sundown town. And
the
when
idiocracy that you're stating also implements that racism is gone because there are no more laws to back the racism up. You sound like a blood clot.
I know that there's a lot of information in my answer. I get it, but I'm trying to finish and I'm real close to being done.
You wanted
Hold
on, shut up for a minute. You wanted the facts.
These are from Maine.gov.
Yep.
Okay. Considering how small of the town it is, 30% of the hate crimes in all of Maine happen there.
In Aroostook County.
36% in that one county. So please tell me again how the fuck people of color are safe there.
No. Hold on. You're giving me a stat that I don't care about right now for Aroostook County. Presque Isle was the sundown town you mentioned. You said, hold on. No. Listen, hate crimes don't say shit. Okay? Show me in Presque Isle. You said Presque Isle is a sundown town. I'm saying, what is the number of fucking assaults or hate crimes or whatever it is that you want to say is a sundown town, right? Or what are even the things that merit it that way? How many of those take place versus everywhere else?
Sandie, wait, hold on. I don't want to cut anyone off, especially Sandie.
No, go ahead.
Can you bring me back when they're done? Because I need to have a
Oh my God. Yeah, sure, whatever.
conversation with Mr. Sandwich. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Sandie. So Sandie, when they're done, pull me right back in, and I want to have a one-on-one conversation.
Well, just kick them out now. They're not even interesting. Let's just have you talk to me now. Maybe I'll get something on.
I'm going to be quiet. I had to get it off, and I got it off. Go ahead, Jordan.
I just want to make it very clear that what you're asking for, I always have numbers. So I'll be back. I'll let you guys finish. I'll be right back.
I gave my stat. He didn't want it. 36% of entire state's hate crime happened in that county.
Okay, and how many is that? So if there's 10 fucking hate crimes that take place in a year in the entire state, just because 3.5 of them happen in Presque Isle doesn't make it a sundown town. I need to know white people assaulting black people. That is what you're stating happens.
Yeah.
Not hate crimes can happen between anybody. You can hate crime a fucking Asian person. Black people can have a hate crime against a fucking black person.
Those are based on race and ethnicity.
Yes, that's my point. It doesn't matter what race you are. You can be subject to a hate crime. Yours.
White people. It's
Oh
not,
my fucking God. You truly are dumb.
those stats are
You
here.
truly.
Those stats are here too. There's it's literally anti-white hate crimes in Maine are fucking 0%.
No. Show me the amount of white people that commit assaults or hate crime against black people in Presque Isle. Why won't you give me the number?
It is all white people that commit all of the hate crimes because there's 0 hate crimes committed.
Again.
Shut up, Ham, and get the fucking information
You're
that you're
not
asking for.
understanding what
You
a hate
can't
crime
get it
is.
if you're
just
talking.
saying
Shut
because
up.
all you're doing, you're conflating two things, right? What you're saying is that because the majority of hate crimes, which can happen against any race, happen in a particular place, that means that white people disproportionately assault black people in that place. You're fucking dumb for making that claim. As usual, as of all the other things you said, and which is why you still can't find me the numbers and make the base. Not only that, let's say I went with that dumbass fucking number you just came up, right? You still have to go to other states and then prove it to me against those other numbers. You're fucking halfway there, even if I accept the bullshit number you just threw out. Fucking moron. Yeah. Anything else? Go ahead, Blue Turtle. Yeah, I'm owning them right now. It's okay. It happens.
Sounds stupid.
No, you sound bloated and dumb.
How am I bloated? It's my birthday, you asshole. Like, be too sensitive.
What do you mean? I'm saying you're bloated. I'm saying you're bloated because of your face. You look like you're a bloated asshole. That's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with your birthday. Blue Turtle, talk. Say something smart, please.
And you're going to call them bloated. Oh, you
Shut up.
People are going to say anything on anyone's
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yeah. I went to the gym today and I ran too, so you didn't. So there you go. I have the right.
Hairy ham. Stop it.
That's fine. I'm still better looking and I have more sex, so I don't care at the end of the day. And I make more money and I have more privilege and better credit. So like, whatever. Blue Turtle, what's up? Talk to me, Blue Turtle.
Hi, how are you? My name is Blue Turtle. I live in the Gaspuig district of Mi'kma'ki, the unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people here on Turtle Island. So I live in Nova Scotia, Canada.
Oh, very nice.
What I'm about to talk about is both in Canada and in the U.S. Do you know what MMIW is?
MMIW. No, explain it to me.
MMIW is missing and murdered Indigenous women. It's also for the men, the boys, the girls, and our two-spirit people. Our people are
so any Indigenous person that goes missing or murdered, they're categorized in this thing, right? That's what you're saying?
Yes, because we don't get justice. We don't.
Is it just women, or is it women, children, and men, or just the women and children?
Well, can I talk?
Sure. I just want to understand your position correctly. That's all.
You might understand
I
if you just let her listen. If you let her talk.
Thank you. Listen, Jordan. I appreciate that sentiment.
What I said is it's missing and murdered Indigenous women, but it's also men, boys, girls, and two-spirit. That is literally exactly what I said.
It's everyone. Well, I just don't see the point in calling it for women Indigenous, and then it includes everyone else. Well, I guess what's the point in stating that?
I'm sorry, did you do
it doesn't matter either way. Okay, cool.
Did you
That's the thing that tracks it all. What's the number?
You're so hyper. Let her talk. I'm sorry, is that your
did let her talk. You notice how I let her talk and then finish the sentence and then I talked? Are you that fucking simple?
Misgender you. Is that your pronouns? I'm sorry. Blue Turtle?
She, her.
She, her, okay. I this is my thing, and what's frustrating me, I'm watching your interaction with people that come up here. If you allow someone to speak, you can say, okay, I have questions when you're done. Let me know when you're ready, when you're done speaking.
She stopped talking and I asked my question, so don't pretend like she didn't.
She was not finished talking. She was
You're not even letting Jordan.
She literally took a breath.
No. She stopped speaking her sentence, and I asked the question for clarification. I know that offends you because you're simple, but I'm going to let her finish now because I don't care about what you say.
You're literally cutting Jordan off right now.
Go ahead. Will you just finish, please? Please finish, Blue Turtle.
Are you going to let her finish? Is what we all want to know.
Please finish, Blue Turtle.
So, what I was saying is, our missing and murdered Indigenous women, our men, our boys, our girls, our two-spirit. This is a current act of genocide. It has been deemed a current act of genocide against Indigenous people.
By who?
the government has literally deemed it an act of genocide against our people. So what I was
But what is the act? From what I understand, though, hold on. I have to understand
Did
so
you
I can
do a
keep it
line
wrong.
with
That's
Coke
all.
before
Hey,
you came up
Jordan,
here?
Jordan, please
Answer the
pipe down. I know you
question.
like to hear yourself talk, but please shut up
Did
so I
you
can
do a
understand what
line
she's
before
saying.
you came up here? Did you do a line?
Imagine not letting me
Did you do a
understand what she's
line?
trying to
I
say
just
because
want
you
to
want to have a
know.
bloated sense of self.
Did you do a
I'm
line
trying
before
to.
you came up here? Did he do a line? That's all I want to know.
Go ahead. He can listen from the chat for a minute.
Our missing and murdered Indigenous people is literally an act of genocide against Indigenous people. We don't get the same resources. When Gabby Petito went missing, and don't get me wrong, that was awful, and it's horrible that happened. But she was all over the news. She had all the police, the search and rescue. She had all the resources. But I guarantee if I asked you if you heard the name Chelsea Poorman, you would not know who she was. Chelsea Poorman went missing around the same time as Gabby Petito. Her family did not have the support that they deserved. Chelsea did not have the support that she deserved. Her remains were found 2 weeks before May 5th, MMIW Day. But that information was not released until after the fact, after MMIW Day. Her remains were rolled up in a blanket on what they called an abandoned property. Parts of her remains were missing. Imagine her family, the pain that her family's going through. And then for the police to say that it was, that the unaliving was not suspicious.
Wait, you guys blocked him?
This is something that
Somebody
our
just blocked
people
him.
go through every single day. Our people are constantly being taken. They're constantly being unalived, and they don't get justice. So when we say that you have white privilege, not knowing this information is a part of your privilege because you don't have to live that life. That's not a fear that you have to live with every single day. And I love you too, Krista. Krista's currently walking across Canada right now for awareness for missing and murdered Indigenous people. She doesn't do it for herself, but she does it for the families and for those who no longer have a voice. I love you.
Okay, now she's finished talking.
Let him back in.
That was a beautiful sentiment.
Isn't it way better when you just can actually like give a person a second to just fucking speak?
Sure. I just want to ask Elizabeth Warren here, like real quick. What did this have to do with anything? Just saying I live in Canada on some random reservation and that Indian women are going missing and that somehow
sorry,
that means
Indian?
what?
Please, I need to correct you. We don't use the term Indian. We use the term Indigenous. And when I say my introduction, hi, my name is Blue Turtle. That is my traditional name. I live in Mi'kma'ki, the unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This is a way that I have been working on decolonization by giving my
were you born into this
introductions.
tribe? Were you born into this tribe, or how does this work?
Yes.
I'm just curious. I
have
don't know how it works.
Like, not to cut you off, Blue Turtle. Like, seriously, I have like a real question about this unhinged man. Do you have any idea what a micro or a macroaggression is?
No.
It means you're a victim and a pussy. Yeah, that's what it means.
No, I genuinely want to know if you have more than two brain cells to rub together. Do you know what a macro or microaggression is? Like the actual definition?
No. And neither do I care.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to say one more thing, and then I'm going to drop. This clearly.
I believe that you're as much of an Indian as, like, I believe Elizabeth Warren is for getting into college.
You're calling Indigenous people Indians. That's the first thing. But you want us to believe you're not a racist.
So
that doesn't make me racist.
What I'm going to say is I'm yeah, I was gonna drop because that is just not okay, and honestly just not worth my time anymore.
No, it's not. It's absolutely not worth anyone's time. Like, he can insult me and I can handle it, but that's like insulting.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's absolutely not worth anyone's time. Like, he can insult me and I can handle it, but that's like insulting.
Is it an echo for me too? Like, am I losing my mind?
Yeah, I hear an echo.
Oh.
It's super laggy.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Sorry.
That was extremely racist.
Turn your live off. I know. Turn it. Sorry.
And he wants to say
I was hoping to ask him.
Man, I want to punch that fucking bigot right in his fucking head, dude. No, straight up.
That's my husband.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Scoot over for me.
Are you gonna eat
Courtesy. Okay.
Courtesy.
My wife has spent many years, okay, helping me unlearn taught habits throughout my entire life. What I deemed acceptable. It's not okay. We're human beings, plain and simple. We don't have the right to tell someone what to do with their own body, who they can like or love. It doesn't matter. Mind your own fucking business. Everybody needs to take that fucking pill. Mind your own fucking business. That fucking ham sandwich guy, someone dropped him off to this conversation in a very short bus. Okay?
Wait, what?
I fucking hate that guy. Oh,
It's really
he made
hard to not hate that guy, but I'm pretty sure he's under the influence of at least 3 substances. Like, probably.
He definitely did a line before he came.
There's some seriously wrong things with that guy.
Her son's yelling at me.
I know. He wants you.
But
I want to move on from talking about him, though.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's. Oh my god.
But I am going to drop. Can I just ask before I drop that we don't use comments like the short bus? Because
Wait, what happened? I wasn't here. What happened?
It's insensitive. I'm
It's
sorry.
not insensitive.
He's learning.
It's ableist.
I'm still learning. I don't care.
He's learning. I'm sorry.
I have.
Are you gonna? Okay.
I also need to eat.
Okay.
Bubby.
Shabby Bubby.
But I'm gonna drop. I love you, Sandie. Thank you for always letting me up. Happy birthday.
Okay, Bubby.
I'm gonna reset. I'll be back in a minute.